1, 2. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Don't worry, I'm the man.
Yep.
Afternoon everybody, very warm welcome to Castle Road for the second quarter final in the SE System Senior Camogie Championship between Killeagh and St Finbarrs. Patrick Mulcahy is my name. I'll be beside Glenn O'Connor, who joins us this afternoon from the Bars. And Glenn, thanks very much for joining us. Big game for both sides this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, huge game. The Bars, you know, they got the semi-final there last year, and Killeagh are the on-form team this year, so you know this is probably the game of the weekend.
Yeah, looks as indeed. Let's go through the teams on both sides. The changes on both sides. Let's start with Killeagh. They line out with Stephanie Bazang in goal, Emma Tracy, Aoife Welch and Niamh O'Keefe, Leah McAvoy, Ciara Daly and Hannah Looney, Ciara Barry and Jess O'Shea in the middle of the field, Chloe Sigerson, Caoimhe Harney and Rachel Sheehan, and of course Anya Driscoll, Rachel Fogarty and Sarah Kent will be in there as well. Missing is Laura Tracy, who's out due to a hand injury. As for the Bars, they have two changes to their side from the starting 15. Ciara Hurley will start out in goal. Stephanie Punch, Aisling Egan and Eve O'Neill full back line. Maeve Cahalane, Gemma O'Connor and Rachel Finn the half back line. Linda O'Connell and Rachel Shannon in the middle of the field. Cleena Sargent, Ciara Golden and Kiva McCarthy the half forward line. Emma Olden, Orla Cahalane and Rachel Myers the full forward line. Both sides have already had at least one game. For Killeagh, 2 games. They got a draw in the second round against Newcestown here in Castle Road back in August, defeating Newcestown 123 to 1-5, and in the fourth round they defeated Ballygarvan 214 to 1-9. Bars had a very much a hard fought win in round 2. When defeating Douglas 110 to 1-6, and they got a bye to the quarter-finals. Of course, earlier on this afternoon we've already had one quarter-final in this SE Systems Senior Camogie Championship, as Corsi's defeated St. Catherine's, that is, 2-9 to 1-6, and of course we've got 2 more quarter-finals tomorrow in the SE Systems Camogie Championship here in Castle Road. Glen Rovers will be taking on Enniscar, and what should be a mouth-watering clash at 1 o'clock, and throw-in is at 5 o'clock for the final quarter-final between Douglas and Ayr Oak. Both sides, as you can see on your screens, are warming up outside, and we mentioned about both teams, Glenn, both sides having strong enough panel.
Yeah, the Bars, you know, they're very mixed. They've youth and experience. The likes of Gemma, Rachel Myers, Linda O'Connell, the very experienced heads of the team, and then they're mixed with Ella Barrett and you had Ciara Hurley in goal there, you know, so they've a good mixture there, and then you have the middle of the range age that the likes of Aisling Shannon and Maeve Cahalane, like, you know, so they have their mix and youth.
Laura Tracy missing for Killeagh, a huge loss for them.
Yeah, Laura's been Cork's full-back for the last couple of years, like, you know, she's solid defender, you know, really attacking and aggressive player, like, so she's going to be a huge loss today. Of course, today's referee is Simon Stokes, just getting some paperwork done as we wait for the final preparations of both sides. It's a busy weekend all round in Gaelic games for both men and women. We have next week, of course, or today in fact, we've got the intermediate ladies football final. We've got football finals next week in ladies football. We're in the quarter-final stages next week of the hurling championships, and I know we mentioned off here, Glenn, you had a massive win yourselves last week over Carrytool. Yeah, we did. Yeah, look, that was a huge game for us. We lost our previous 2 games, and you know, we really kind of bounced back to get the win, like, you know, and we knew what Carrytool were going to bring to us, because, you know, it was a do or die game for them as well. They were able to qualify, and yeah, look, we just hit form probably for that one game at the end of the year, you know, but look, we're happy enough now to be safe and look, move on for next year.
Yeah, and of course you've got plenty of time now to relax. Of course, you've got football tomorrow as well.
Yeah, we're playing football tomorrow. We're playing Clonakilty tomorrow in the last round of the senior football. Yeah, Clon are going to be a huge test as well tomorrow. It's a very kind of even group, like, you know, so look, we're out of the hurl now, so concentration, we'll kind of go on to the football, and look, all focus for football now for tomorrow, so please God we'll get another win tomorrow.
Yeah, big game for the Bars tomorrow, and of course Killeagh in their football outfit in Glenbow Rovers will also be in action tomorrow on the East Cork. Michael O'Connor Motorfactors Junior A football championship tomorrow with a 2 o'clock throw-in down in Shannagarry's. They take on Middleton. Of course, Middleton also out of the hurling in senior grade, so they will be taking on Glenbow Rovers in the football and concentrating on that. Referee Simon Stokes is giving the toss inside there. It looks like it's Killeagh who have won the toss on this occasion, and will be playing against the wind as they warmed up in the opening half. So wind, as you see it, going from right to left in front of us, and it will be the Bars who will be at the aid of that. As I mentioned, our referee Simon Stokes of Tullylease has refereed some quite big games in both hurling and camogie over the past couple of weeks, and an improving referee as well. Of course, refereed last year's Cork Premier Intermediate hurling final between Fort O'Neill's and Kilworth, and Stokes style refereeing will be interesting to see how this game will develop today as we wait for both sides to take their positions on the field. And as we tip over the 5 o'clock start here in Castle Road. Big game for both sides. The Barrs getting to the semi-final when beaten last year by Sarsfields, and of course Killeagh getting to the semi-final when beaten in a replay by Inniscarra. Of course, there was a level game here, 10 points apiece. Inniscarra coming out on top by 2 points, and of course we know now that there is going to be a new name on this decade for the SE Systems Senior Camogie Championship, as Sarsfields were knocked out last week by Douglas. So it's all to play for. We've 7 teams as we stand remaining in this SE Systems Camogie Championship, and of course, as I mentioned from the top, 2 quarter-finals to go tomorrow. The Glen against Inniscarra, and Douglas and Aerogue are the other 2 remaining quarter-finals. Of course, the Rovers having a big win earlier on this afternoon. Catherine's affected with the injury to Fiona Neville quite early in the opening half. That affected our chances indeed, as we know.
With Catherine's as well, Orla Cotter is a huge loss, isn't she?
Yeah, she was knocked out as well. So injuries do plague a lot of teams, especially in the new format we see ourselves in this year, in the COVID-19 pandemic. I hope you all at home, wherever you may be watching, are keeping safe and well. As we're about to get this game underway, and looks like Killeagh minor Sarah Kent is gone straight in to midfield. We're going to get this game underway under the tutelage of our Tullalease official. Big hour for both sides. Who's going to make the semi-final next weekend in this SE Systems Senior Camogie Championship, as Stokes throws in the ball, and we're underway in this second quarter final, and it is Killeagh who get out through it with Hannah Looney. Looney working away inside the 45-metre line. There's a shot going in from Looney, landing high and just scraping in and over the bar. It's an early start, a good start for Killeagh through Hannah Looney.
Yeah, that was a great point there from Hannah. Bears will have to watch out for these bursting runs up through the middle from Hannah. She's a great runner.
Puck out from Ciara Hurley down towards this near touchline, and Killeagh winning the breaking ball here through Daly. Low ball inside, and ball breaks down. Harney couldn't get a cleanest touch, and it was good tackle inside there by Barrs vice captain Rachel Finn, and Stokes just trying to tell the ladies to keep it clean, and they do that, and it's working out. Killeagh had a chance, but it's the Barrs now who are going to work it out. Here's Rachel Finn. Ball went through the middle, but it was Daly who caught the ball, and she sends it back down to where it came from. Gemma O'Connor's inside there. It was a cute ball inside there, but she was tackled on that occasion by Rachel Barry, or Ciara Barry I should say. She now trying to get the ball. Finn there for the Barrs. So is Gemma O'Connor. Didn't get a clean pick up on it. And a chance for Sheehan. She plays it across the half-back line. And can the Barrs try and clear their lines? It's a good tackle inside over there by Maeve Cahalane. Barrs now just trying to gain composure, and they do, and Cahalane wins the ball again. Off she goes on a solo, taking it outside the 45-metre line. Done very well, did the young Cahalane. Of course, younger brother of Damien and Jack and Connor. And Killeagh send that ball over towards the top of the left once again. It's a tight tussle over there. It's going to be tight and counter all the way through. Here's Anya O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll taking a shot in, but going to the right hand side and wide. Good opening start from both sides, Glenn.
Yeah, I suppose Killeagh has had the upper hand here so far. They've attacked twice now, and Bears still have to get the ball up to the forward line yet.
There's a puck out from Hurley down towards his near touchline, down to Cleena Sargent, of course, the Irish hockey international star. Big compact unit. And she's still in on the tackle and got a great pull inside out. As Finn tried to gain possession, there was a tackle inside there by Kent, which dispossessed her. And O'Shea cleared the line, swing it over towards that far side, but the Barrs are going to come out on top of it through Aisling Egan. Egan playing inside to Olden. Olden from outside the 45-metre line. But going to the left hand side and wide. Opening chance for the Barrs. So, opening puck out for Bazang. Of course, the Cork intermediate keeper from 2019 over towards that far touchline. And again, Egan has done very well for the Barrs, but winning the breaking ball on this occasion is Chloe Sigerson, I should say, who's playing quite a deep role this afternoon. And Barrs going to clear their lines. Out by Linda O'Connell over towards that far touchline. It's been knocked out over there. Play remains in possession. Rachel Myers, and that was a high hurley, says Simon Stokes. And it's the first chance for the Barrs to get a score on the board. So it will be an open opportunity for Keevan McCarthy, who scored 10 points last day in their opening game against Douglas. 8 of those coming from place ball, and one of the most clinical scorers from place balls is the Barrs number 11, and the chance to level up the game. Just 4 minutes gone on the clock, and she converts us 1 point apiece. As the puck out comes from Bazang down towards this near touchline. And tackle goes in there, but the Barrs are trying to gain possession. They've won it through Sargent. Sargent was half hooked on this occasion. And here's Daly, who switches the play over towards the far side, over towards McAvoy. Good tussle over there between Stephanie Punch and Anya O'Driscoll. And it's the Barrs cornerback who wins it on this occasion. Plays it out towards Maeve Cahallan. She was fouled over there by Chloe Sigerson. It's a Barrs free out, Glenn. And a chance for Gemma O'Connor to clear lines from an own 45 metre line. Sends it over towards the far side of the field. And sweeping in behind Myers there was Looney. Looney hooked inside there by Myers. Myers did very, very well indeed. And
yeah, there's good pace to the game actually so far, and there's lots of hooks, blocks, and you know it's typical championship hurling so far.
Good standard of Camogie in the opening 6 minutes as the Killeagh line ball went turned over to the Barrs, and there's a dangerous opportunity inside here for the Barrs. An opportunity of a goal. They've scored it through Killeagh McCarthy, her first goal in the 2020 Senior Camogie Championship.
Yeah, there was a nice direct ball into Kiva. Kiva has good hands, and you know she's a sweet striker. She'll never miss from there. And yeah.
So an early green flag for the City side. Real good start after that early score from Hannah Looney. The Barrs going 1-1 without contests. As that puck was sent over towards that far side. Towards Quiva Harney. Harney threw a loose pass in behind her. And it looks a bit of a stalemate ball over that far side of the field. I think Stokes will have to throw it in, and he does. And he blows the whistle. His clash ball. So. It's a chance now for Stokes just to settle things back down. A good clash to the ball. Which way did that go? And Stokes says
looks like it might be Killeagh ball.
Yeah. It's knocked out over there by Linda O'Connell, even though there was a good clash of the ash from both sides. And it's inside the Killeagh half of the field. There was a 65 metre line, but just inside their own 65, and it's Sigerson who's going to be taking this one. Wind just in and out the whole time. Just now it's quite calm as things stand. Sigerson takes that line ball, just knocked it out dead over the sideline, and it's going to be a line ball for the Barrs. And quickly taken over there and cleared down the side there by Linda O'Connell. Myers now inside the corner forward position, just outside the 45 metre line, and Barrs working hard now to try and gain possession. Over there is Golden. The Killeagh have turned it over through McAvoy. Played it out towards Jess O'Shea, but O'Shea's pass was intercepted on this occasion. And a chance for the Barrs to try and gain a third score. Just need to get that ball scooped up. A good tackling inside there by O'Shea. She's been with the ball with it. Throw across the half-back line. And stalemate once again. Just both sets of teams showing signs of nerves in the early stages of this SE Systems quarter-final. 8 minutes gone on the clock. Keith McCarthy throwing herself inside her. She gains possession, sending it into the corner and towards Orla Cahalane. Cahalane breaking inside. She's broken inside the tackle of Welsh. Cahalane looking to try and play the ball across, but there was no advantage accruing, and it's going to be a 20-yard free for the Barrs.
Yeah, Orla Cahalane will always run at the Killeagh defence. You know, she's a young player and she's a serious hurler, so if they could keep on getting the ball into Orla maybe.
So another opportunity here for the Barrs. No, starting to turn on the taps a bit more. And another chance for McCarthy to double her tally and place ball for white flags. And from 15 yards to this near touchline, just causes the ball in, but sends it left and wide. Here's the puck out from Bazang over towards that far side of the field. Won by McAvoy. Just took her eye off the ball for a stage and breaks inside the tackle over towards Looney. Sends it long into the wing. Barrs just playing a sweeper in behind. Gemma O'Connor though winning the foul inside. It's going to be a free out. The chop down, says a referee from Tullylees. It's a free out for Gemma. So, 30 yards out, just pokes the ball up the wing. It's going to be a 50-50 ball. Doing very well over there was McAvoy, who caught Cahalane unawares and stopped her. And Cahalane came in after and just took O'Shea out of it. And it's going to be a free right on the halfway line.
She didn't think so.
Huh?
She didn't think so.
Yeah, she was definitely fighting against it. It looks like it's a free. And as we speak, once again, that wind is just starting to pick up. As we mentioned at the top, it's going from right to left.
Chloe's a good free taker, you know, she'll get this in around the house.
Well, Chloe's actually after going inside. It's McAvoy who's going to be taking this.
Actually,
taking this one. And again, punches out to it first over that far side. Here's his first chance for Sigerson this afternoon. Let's see where she's at. Shot going in, just going across the face of goal. Oh, it's level on the wides count, 2-2. 2 apiece, but scoreboard reads the Barrs up by a goal. That goal from Kiefer McCarthy after 6 minutes on the clock. Punch clearing her lines up the far flank. And Linda O'Connell swinging the ball in the air, just got a minute flick on it, and that's centre forward. But Looney just knocked it out of the way of Emma Olden to knock it out over that sideline. And another chance for the Barrs to set up. Of course, as we've seen over the past 7-8 weeks, the water break so crucial to both sides. Could be a big momentum changer as O'Keefe from cornerback clears her lines. And here comes O'Shea, the former Cork ladies footballer, and O'Shea shortens the stick, drives on through the middle. She's working away inside the 45-metre line. Just seems unsure, the legs starting to shorten with O'Shea. And ball was dropped and Gemma O'Connor clears the lines, plays out towards Cahalane, just sends it into the centre of the park to Sigerson. Sigerson switches the play down towards this near touchline. And Rachel Finn got the first flick to it. There's a good battle in this near touchline. And a good tackle inside there by O'Neill. And cleared there by Finn. Good teamwork from the Barrs defensively. What can their forwards do? Well, and Myers just got a tackle inside there. And Hannah Looney tried to get a block. It was half blocked down, walking inside the half forward line. And inside there is McAvoy. Played it outside towards Tracy. That's Emma, of course. Her older sister Laura is out this afternoon due to injury. The ball is just in a stalemate now in the centre of the park. And where's the ball going out? Work out to Sigerson gets it. Looking to try and send it into the corner. And again, a really good tussle over there by Punch and O'Driscoll. And it's knocked out over the sideline by the Killeagh lady. By the looks of it, it's going to be a sideline ball for the Bars.
Yeah, that's a good battle in the corner there between Stephanie and O'Driscoll. They're having a good battle in there.
So, a chance for Gemma O'Connor. They'll try and work her way out. Defensively, plenty of space in the middle of the park. Ball went low though, straight into the hand of Sigerson. And Sigerson plays this ball long inside. And Hurley's going to have to come out and clear her lines. Does that indeed. The first out to it though is Daly. Daly walking inside the 45-metre line. She's well marked inside there by Keelan McCarthy. There was a push out there from O'Connor, but no foul, says Stokes. Play continues on. Great catch inside there by O'Keefe. Played it short in towards Rachel Sheehan. Sheehan turned it back into Tracy, but just was turned over. And Bears just knocked it forward, but Looney was first there to sweep it. Played out towards McAvoy. McAvoy played it short towards Sigerson, and Sigerson played it low inside to Kent. And Kent just walking the ball forward inside to Driscoll. Here's the second time we've seen O'Driscoll this afternoon with possession. And again, just dropping the ball inside her, regained her composure. Good hook inside there from Aoife O'Neill. And ball knocked out over the sideline, and a chance for Killeagh with a sideline ball, and maybe a chance of a 2-point score here for Sigerson. We look for a slitter. That match slitter went missing. Of course, this rule in Camogie of the 2-point sideline, Glenn, I don't know about you, I think it's something in hurling that Jay could bring in.
Definitely, it's a skill in itself, and 2 points, it'd be great value, and it would get people and kids practicing the skill of the game as well,
So Sigerson from 25 yards out, she scored 4 points in the 2019 championship. She's got a really good cut in, just fading to the right hand side and wide as Stokes says, let's pause it there. Score remains 1-1 to a point. So that minute water break goes very quickly indeed. And Glenn, you have experience of this. When you take a water break, it goes very quickly.
There's pros and cons to it. Yeah, it goes very quickly, and it can actually break the momentum of the team that are on top at the time. So it's a hard one to call whether it's a good thing for the game or not.
Looks like this game so far though, Glenn's quite level across the field.
Yeah, and do you know what, it seems to be kind of a game of the backs. The backs are kind of on top of both sides, just serious work ethic from both sides.
So a chance now for Punch. So here's Punch now resuming play as we down towards this near touchline once again. And which way did this one go? Referee says It is a St Finbarr's ball.
Kevin McCarthy and Ciara Daly are having a good tussle there as well, actually, on the wing.
And here is McCarthy from roughly her own 65-metre line. A well smacked ball finding Aoife O'Neill in space. Takes it into the centre of the park. And O'Neill sending it over towards the top of the right towards Myers. O'Shea of Killeagh got her body in the way. Stood over it. No numbers for the Bars. Walking inside her as a hurley's thrown over the ruck. And Killeagh walking out through Aoife Welsh towards Sheehan. And here's Looney, the dual star from Ahada footballers and Killeagh Camogie, walking away through the middle. But Gemma O'Connor read that really well. And O'Connor will do well to get it in. She just gets it, keeps it in from the going out over the sideline. Ball was half blocked down on that occasion. The ball squirted over towards that far side of the field. And that's the younger of the two sisters, Caroline. All working inside the full forward line. Myers against O'Keefe. And O'Keefe has won on this occasion. She just walks it up into the air. It's a chance for Rachel Myers. Plays it across towards the full forward Olden. And it's a score for them at Olden. And the Bars extend their lead to 4.
Yeah, that was well worked. Bar's point there, read out and blocked from Gemma and switched over into the other corner. That opened up the Killeagh defence.
First score in this game in 14 minutes.
Great point by Nolan.
Here's McCarthy once again, wind assisted, striking from 70 yards out, but just landing short into that small 6-yard square. And here comes the Killeagh keeper, Bazang, plays a short to McAvoy. But McAvoy was blocked down on that occasion. And another chance for the Bars now through Golden. And Golden going through the heart of the Killeagh defence, but the referee says it's a free. And 3 times is the call, and it's going to be a free out.
Sometimes when you see that goal, you forget about the rules and you overcarry it, like, you know, and Ciara obviously just seen the goal and just went for it.
As a breeze now starts to pick up once again, aiding the Bars in this opening half. It's just up and down all the time. It's a free taken by Bazang. And winning possession is Harney. Harney walking way inside. Good tackle inside there from the Bars. Harney sending the ball in. It's going to land short though into the hand of Hurley. Hurley was half blocked down inside there. And O'Connor using the sidestep very well. Out through Shannon. And ball's walked around inside. Bars looking to try and gain possession. Ended up on the floor. And bodies are inside there, but again a stalemate, says Stokes. We're going to reset. Inside the final 10 minutes of this regulation 30. Stokes just talking to the players, trying to keep it clean, walk it out. Doing it very well as McCarthy. Gone up short to the sideline. Out through Golden. Golden turns back inside, looking for space inside, and the runner in through the middle is Linda O'Connell. O'Connell just inside the Killeagh territory, sends it over towards that far corner. And Welsh just flicks it outside. And she was stopped in her tracks inside there by O'Connell. And it's going to be a Killeagh sideline ball, I think it is. Looks like what the sideline official over on that far side pointed. It looks like it is, and it's going to be McAvoy taking this one. As the sideline is taken, lands it short, and just walks inside. And here's Looney on one of those darting runs once again. Great flicking inside there by Killeagh Sargent. Of course, used to good stick work in the hockey world. Just couldn't get the ball in her hand, and it's Killeagh come away with possession through O'Shea. Plays outside towards the Cork Intermediate captain Rachel Sheehan, and Sheehan getting the second score for Killeagh in this game. And it's now just a 1 goal in it. Lands short, shot puck out, and it's O'Neill who sends it up towards this near touchline. And knocked out over the sideline by Killeagh Golden. And coming in to take this one is Sigerson. And one would think it's going to be a long way out for Sigerson to try and connect this one cleanly over the bar. The Bears management shouting instructions, as are the Killeagh management. Here's a chance for Sigerson. The poor ball from Sigerson was intercepted, but Tracy went through the middle of it, and there was a chop there on Tracy, says our referee, and it's going to be a free for Killeagh. About 60 yards out from goal, and a chance for Sigerson here, Glenn.
It's definitely within Chloe's range, so I think she's going to have a cut off this one.
The wind now is just starting to swirling here in this Mahon venue, often does. And a chance for Sigerson now to reduce the margin to 2. And
Sweet strike.
goes to the right hand side and wide. Brian Connery, the Crosshaven official down there, mark it wide. So here is Hurley once again, this time going short, and again it's O'Neill who's winning the pieces over there. Lanny short to punch, and charging call. I think it's going to be frontal chests, and that's what is the call.
That was a strange one because I thought Maeve just kind of turned into her, and I don't think there was actually any barging, but they're the calls that refs make sometimes.
So, another opportunity now for Sigerson, this time over on that far left hand flank. As you can see, we're 50 yards out from goal, so it's a tough shot this one against the swirling wind here this afternoon in Castle Road in this second quarter final of the SE System Senior Camogie Cork Championship. And Sigerson, the Cork wing back, will be closely watched by Paddy Murray, pulls this one though to the left hand side and wide. 5 wides now against Killeagh. Still the Bears winning, leading by that goal in the 6th minute from Caoimhe McCarthy. There's a chance for Hurley. She sends it down towards us near touchline. And ball broken inside there, and it is. It's going to be a high Hurley, says Stokes.
High Hurley around the net.
Yeah. So a noting just been taken by our Tully Lease official. And a chance for Sigerson now to get a score. Sigerson from 55 out. Again pulling this to the left and wide. Wasteful opportunities against the wind.
Yeah, definitely, and there's kind of swirling wind out there in the middle. I don't know how it's coming across on the screens, but yeah, she's hitting 3 into the wind there now.
Great catch inside there from the short puck out of Hurley by Rachel Finn, who sends it long up the left flank towards Caoimhe McCarthy. All walked inside and towards Cahalane. And what can Cahalane do? She's looking to try and get inside the defender. Cahalane walks the ball across the square, chance of a goal inside there, and a goal scored by Killeagh Golden.
Yeah, that's exactly what Orla Cahalane will do. She'll run at him, and you know, she's great vision as well. Like, you know, she cut across the 21 and seen Killeagh Golden there free. So great goal.
Bazang takes this one, and it's a foot race down here now between Sigerson and Cahalane. And looks like Sigerson just played the ball out over that sideline, so it's going to be a sideline ball for the Bears. Could be taken by McCarthy. And just ball kicked down over that sideline by Killeagh. Another chance now for McCarthy to sort herself. Played inside to the runner O'Neill once again. And Killeagh getting herself inside there. And
Another chop.
this time a hold of a hurley, says Simon Stokes. And a chance once again for Killeagh to get a score.
There are a few frees no bars have given away, probably needlessly.
So a chance now for Sigurdsson from 60 yards out this time. She's missed 3 in this half already, but she nails this one, quells the storm, and the Barrs now leading 2-3 to 2 points. Short taken to O'Neill. No, 3 catches there. You hear the roars, but she only just passed the ball as Cahalane now. And Cahalane does very well to evade the 2 tackles of Killeagh. Ball's walking down towards this near touchline. And the Barrs doing very well to clear their lines out through Rachel Finn. Played inside in towards O'Connell. And passed out towards this near touchline. Just, it is scrappy at stages, but pushing the back there, says Stokes, by Killeagh fullback Aoife Welch. And it's a chance for Kevin McCarthy to level up the free stakes once again.
Yeah, scrappy at stages, but I think it's a championship hurling, like, you know, it's intense, you know, so there's a lot of frees after being given there now, just due to the intensity of the game.
As we close out the first 30 minutes of regulation time, the chance for McCarthy. Good strike from McCarthy. Will it just hang inside? It does. It's gone to the left.
It looked over from here.
Yeah, and I think Simon is going in. Now, if it's straight over the post, it's a wide ball. If it's a straight over the post, it's a wide ball. But if it goes inside, it is a score. Referee Stokes just going down consulting the 2 umpires. And referee now reaching for the flag, and it is going to be a score to McCarthy. As we're into injury time now in this first half. Referee over on that far side. Good pull inside there by the Barrs. Kent looking to try and get the as ball's walked outside by McAvoy. Plays out towards Looney. Looney plays the ball over the top towards Keir Daly, but a poor ball by Daly, lack of control, and Kevin McCarthy plays long ball inside. Now it's a 1-on-1 here between Cahalane and Welch. Welch stood her ground inside there. Cahalane did well to walk the ball outside. Great ball out towards Kevin McCarthy, just going to the right hand side and wide.
Yeah, Orla Cahalane is causing damage in there, you know, she's good vision and, you know, she's running at the defence, causing problems.
Puck out lands short from Bazang over towards O'Shea. But again, Killeagh just not using the flanks, and the Barrs cut it out with a poor ball down from Shannon. Landed into O'Shea, and O'Shea walked the ball up towards Sheehan. But again, Sheehan with a poor hand pass, and Simon Stokes says yes, thanks very much, that's a half time. And it is the Barrs who do lead at half time in this SE Systems Cork Senior Camogie Championship on the scoreline of 2-3 to 3 points. And you're welcome back here to Castle Road for this SE Systems Cork Senior Camogie Championship. As we scan around the two teams, it looks like there's a change on that Killeagh team. Katie Ahern is into the play for, it looks like Rachel Fogarty, it looks like. So another half-time substitution as the Bars win the opening possession of this second half through Shannon. Olden gets on the ball, just a loose hand pass on this occasion, and obstruction there, says Stokes, and it's going to be a free for Killeagh. And
Chloe reckons it's in her range anyway, so she's coming with Leah McAvoy left of her.
we discussed at half time about that wind. What's swirling, and still unsure which way it's going, but it does favour Killeagh undoubtedly in this second half, as it did with the Bars in the opening half. Those two goals splitting the size. Golden and McCarthy. First opportunity for Killeagh. That ball going a long way in. Big score from Sigerson. Long way out, went all the way in and over the bar. Freeman and short to Cahalane. Cahalane clears the lines down towards this near touchline, and Looney was first to it. Looney walked away inside in towards Barry. Ball still in play. And which way is this going, I wonder? Referee's not making a clear signal, as Gemma is just holding her hand there. She's just in the seat, out of bother.
I think maybe her knee, she might have landed on it heavily.
Yeah, some concern here now for O'Connor, and as you know well, Glenn, as anybody, she's a hard bit of stuff.
Oh, she is. I've gotten the brunt of it over the years.
We won't go into that this afternoon, as that sideline ball from Cahalane's knocked out over the sideline. And O'Connor. Inside the third minute of this second half, again the ball line short. And Stokes says again it's going to be the Bars. So the Bars just walking their way up this near touchline. And landing towards the centre. Jess O'Shea is the one who gets onto it. And O'Shea shortens the hurley and takes a couple of bounces on the solo.
She likes to run with the ball.
She runs right through it. And who's over there? It's Fogarty. It's not Fogarty who's been substituted. We'll get that substitution for you in a moment. In fact, it's the Cork minor. It could be the Cork minor. Sarah Kent is the one who has been taken off, as that ball over there is in a stalemate. And as we scan the field, it looks like that number 22, Sarah Kent, is the girl who has been taken off at half time. As referee Stokes goes for sideline cash ball over that far side of the field, and those hurleys being held, and referee Stokes says it's a high hurley over the shoulder, and for the Saint it's been brought forward 13 metres. So another chance now for Killeagh to try and shorten that lead of the Bars. And I can confirm it is Sarah Kent who is the one that was taken off at half time. Here's Sigerson, who stitches it over the bar. Reduced the margin back down to 4 now.
I think she went for the right option there. Bars set up for her to go for goal. But I think Chloe made the right option going for taking her point.
Long way to go in this second half. And here's the puck out from Hurley over towards that far side of the field. Great catch over there by Killeagh Sargent. And ball walked in by McCarthy. And on to foot race. Myers gets there. And is a Killeagh going to try and get on top once again? There's a gaggle of girls inside there. It is Cahalane though. Cahalane blocked down on this occasion. And Killeagh working the breaking ball, but it's just knocked out over the sideline by O'Keefe. And another chance for Bars now from that sideline ball over that far side of the field. And another sliotar needed on this occasion. The ball is marked over there between the 20 and the 13 metre line. It's going to be Kiva, yeah. And a cute angle here now from McCarthy. Where does she go with this one? Straight across the 13 metre line, down towards this near touchline, and it's the keeper Bazang who gets it, clears her lines. And Sheehan, great tackle inside there though by Gemma O'Connor, to be fair, but she took Sheehan out of it by the looks of it. And Stokes says no, and O'Connor throws away the ball. And Stokes is bringing it forward towards the halfway line. It looked like very, very competitive camogie there between the two ladies, between Sheehan and O'Connor. Just
yeah, I couldn't really see where the free was there. It was a strange call, to be honest.
Obviously Stokes saw something different at the angle he was compared to where we're at, but we have to go with his calls as Sigerson from the halfway line. Sigerson sending this one in, just going to the left hand side and wide. And a substitution here for the Bars, and it's Ellen Wigginton-Barrs who's making her way onto the field.
Yeah, Ella was the Cork under 16, and you know she's pacey and she's a good hurler, so I expect Ella to run it to kill the defence here.
And coming off is Killeagh Sargent. She's put in her shift this afternoon, the former Irish international hockey player. So Barr takes her position. She's going to be under this puck out of Hurley's, but Hurley's has gone out over the sideline ball. And McAvoy is going to hand the ball off to Sigerson. So Sigerson with this sideline ball to resume play. 8 minutes gone in the second half in this SE Systems Cork Senior Camogie Championship. Second quarter final live from Castle Road. And Harney just snapped around the body, didn't see where she was putting it. And it's been turned over. Here are the Bars on the break once again. Through Shannon. Ball walked inside towards the full forward line. Tight tussle here in front of us. But it's O'Keefe who's worked it well to McAvoy, who sends it down towards that far sideline, down towards Sigerson. Dirty little ball over the top towards Fogarty. Fogarty with a chance, going all the way in. It's stopped inside there by Hurley, and it's knocked out for a 45. Just, I suppose she had to just make sure that it didn't go into the back of the net.
Yeah, I think it was going wide, but I think Ciara was just make sure that, you know, it wasn't going into the goal, so she had to play it.
So, a 45 opportunity now for Sigerson. 5 points is the margin. That wind is just up and down, as we mentioned. It does seem to be swirling from the city end. And Sigerson with this 45, and over the bar it goes, and margin reduced down to 4 now. In fact, it should be 6 points, isn't it? It should be 2-3 to 6 points. And the scoreboard is 2-3 to 6 points with 40 minutes gone on the clock.
Win this!
There's that puck out from Hurley down towards this near touchline. Kept inside there by Olden. Ball's walked inside. Gemma O'Connor walking out through hard. Out towards O'Connell. And O'Connell sends it long. Interception inside there. And the ball's walked inside. Aoife Welch trying to get inside there, but the Bars are going to come out with it through Myers. Myers walking inside the 13-metre line, playing across. There's a chance here for Cahalane. Cahalane was blocked on inside. Can she try and gain composure once again? Was there a push in the back? Well, that looks harsh. It could be a Bars free. The play continues on through O'Connor. Just hand passes the ball over the top towards O'Connell. Ball again walked inside, not the greatest of passes, the foot race. And Looney went diving down for the ball, wins a free. And it's going to be a free out for Killeagh. I do honestly think so.
Yeah, it's just a bit inconsistent really, you know, there's a few there's been one or two calls, you know, that have went against the Bars there now.
As the referee stops the clock for some attention to Looney as that scoreboard on that far side is rectified. It is the Bars leading 2-3 to 6 points with over 11 minutes gone in this second half in this SE Systems Cork Senior Camogie Championship second quarter final live from Castle Road. And Buzang sending it over towards that far side of the field. And it's just a stalemate once again, so it's going to be another clash ball. Sigurdsson obviously not happy with something that happened inside there. Stokes just throws the ball in there, lands outside D. And what is happening here? Is it a free out for the Bars? It looks like.
For the Bars.
Just not sure what exactly is the free for Glenn. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, we're going to have to go with the referee's decisions. He's closest to the play more than any of us. There's that free taken by O'Connor down towards this near touchline.
Great catch by Ella Barrett.
Savage catch by Barrett indeed, the under 16 player. Ball walked inside towards Myers. Myers throws a loose hand pass. She's no Hurley inside there. And Killeagh going to try and work it out. Hand passing it outside towards Leah McAvoy. And Stokes says pulling the Hurley into, pulling the body in.
Come on, no, Red.
As Brazang will be taking this free. As we close out this third quarter, coming from the 15th to the 20 minutes, we will have a water break. The ball's walked out over towards that far side of the field. And just a stalemate inside there. Again, Stokes just talking to the players, trying to keep it clean. Those two players then tumble up on the floor. And again, it's going to be a cash ball in the centre of the park. Big swing inside there. The Bars have won on this occasion through Golden. The ball walking outside out here to Shannon. The half blocked down, but walking inside towards the 45-metre line. It's the Killeagh cornerback O'Keefe who is first out to it. O'Keefe passes it inside towards McAvoy. McAvoy clears the lines. Great catch inside there by Cahalane. Pure athleticism indeed by the halfback. Pass inside towards Shannon. Shannon walking the ball towards Kevin McCarthy. There's a block inside there. And referee is going to be calling. And
I think Barry could be in trouble here.
Yeah, not sure what it's about because it looked like it was just in the blocking motion. that she just caught her on the hand. And the yellow card going to be brandished here to Barry.
Something I noticed was actually some excellent fielding in the game.
Absolutely. And a chance now for McCarthy. Just one score in the difference. Right on the 45-metre line, with a possibility of this being the closing play of this phase in the third quarter. Beautiful strike from McCarthy. Creepy inside, and that's the end. Right on the stroke of the water break.
As expected, Killeagh have come back in this half.
22. So, as this final quarter is about to get underway, and with about over a minute gone on that water break, it looks like the Bars could be making a substitution here with number 16, Emer Ryan.
Yeah, Emer normally plays in full forward. She actually has a savage strike off the ball, so you know, anything that might get into her hand, you know, she'll go for it. So that in case Finbarrs are going to push on here.
Play is going to resume from the puck out of Brazang. 4 points in the difference. Puck out over towards that far side of the field. We've gone out for a Bars ball. And just looking for that Bars substitution. And it is Rachel Myers who is the player that has come off the field on this occasion. And missed the ball from that sideline cut, but a clean cut the second time. And it's Looney who's won it on this occasion. Passed it inside in towards O'Shea. O'Shea breaks inside the second tackle. Playing the ball in towards the corner. And this time Killeagh won the free. It looks like there was a hand again over the shoulder from the Bars, is what the referee is signalling. It's going to be a free in for Killeagh. And another chance for Sigerson. Game very much in the melting pot, with around 12 minutes left on the clock. Sigerson, it's a low trajectory this one, landing inside the square, but the Bars are just going to deal with it through Aisling Egan. It was well blocked out inside there by Ciara Hurley. Probably not the most crisp of strikes from Sigerson. The ball walks out towards midfield, towards O'Shea. Sent back in towards the edge of the square, and again Hurley's just got to measure herself, compose herself, and plays outside towards Callahan. And she popped the ball inside, she does, in towards Gemma O'Connor. Gemma switched the play inside. Chances there for Ora Callahan, but couldn't pick up the ball. Ball sent into the centre by the Killeagh defence through O'Shea primarily. But it's Killeagh now who have turned over the ball. And Harney goes on her bike, walking inside the Bars defence. Harney passes the ball inside towards Sigerson, but Sigerson was double marked on this occasion. Gets a flick in the ball. Walk inside towards Ahern. Flicks the ball inside. Here's a chance for Harney to take a shot. Good save inside there by Hurley though. Great save by Hurley and clears her lines over towards that far side of the field. The Bars now going to try and clear their lines. Over there through O'Neill. And play continues on through
Great touch.
McCarthy. And referee says there was a player pulled down there. And namely, it's a Bars free.
Orla Callahan once again causing the wreck to the Killeagh defence. She's young, she only sees goal, she'll keep on going for it.
And a chance now for McCarthy to square this back out to a 5-point lead. Inside the last 10 minutes now. McCarthy's been so crisp in this game. It's a bit of a loose strike. Has it gone in? Yes, it is. Great score again from McCarthy from place ball. And here's Bazang with the puck out. And down towards this near touchline. And Sheehan wins the puck out and it was hooked. And the Bars going to clear their lines in towards the centre of the park. And here's that substitution, Emer Ryan. Ryan's inside there, wins the puck out, wins the hook, gets hooked inside there though. And which way will possession work? Well, a bit of a stalemate inside there. But again, it's Golden. Golden just tried to walk the ball back outside. Great touch inside there to keep it down by Olden. Ball's on the floor once again. Again, just turning a bit scrappy. And there's two on the ground, so it's going to be clash ball once again. Corzone's just going to have to reset. Bars leading by 5 through those 2 goals from McCarthy and Olden, Ciara Golden I should say, and from the first half. It's McCarthy who wins the breaking ball on this occasion. Good tackle inside there from the Bars from namely O'Connell. That's outside by Fogarty out to this near touchline from Daly. Daly under pressure now from 2 Bars attackers inside there.
Straight on the back.
There's bodies inside there and there's bodies on the ground. And again, it's going to have to be another clash ball. Really has been stop-start a number of occasions in this game. And again, it's the 2 number 7s who stand in for this one, O'Connell and Daly. And clash ball won on this occasion by O'Connell. Play continues on. No foul, says referee Stokes. As the ball goes into the corner, there's a foot rest now. Great tackle inside there. But a hand on the back, he says. And it's going to be a free out against Ryan. Here's a chance now for Bazang to try and clear the lines as we've entered the final 7 minutes of this second quarter final of the weekend. 2 more quarter finals tomorrow. Heavy tackle there by Fogarty. One would have to think it's going to be a free out for the Bars. As Stokes just tries to settle down both sets of players once again. It really has been a stop-start match here in Castle Road. And chance for O'Connor, looking for runners inside, sends it over towards this far touchline. And it's the 2 number 10s who are in there tackling. One of those is Ciara Golden. Ball again on the floor, and again just a bit of a stalemate. But now Killeagh in possession through O'Shea, sends it over towards that right-hand touchline. But Aoife O'Neill has done really, really well in this game, and O'Neill clear it out over towards that far side. Over towards McCarthy, but a poor ball into the centre, and here comes Looney. And Looney goes long with it in towards the squares. There's a chance of a goal inside here with Sheen with a chance, but kicks it over the bar. There's a chance for Killeagh, but the margin reduced down to 4 once again.
That looked like a certain goal there for Killeagh. She used the boot, obviously gave it too much.
Both sides now really in the melting pot for this game. Here's Jim O'Connor clearing the lines from her own 45, over towards that far touchline. There was a flick on by Cahalane, but it was cleared out there by the Killeagh defence. And Ciara Barry it was, but a poor touch from Harney has knocked it out over the sideline. And it's going to be a line ball for the Bars. 2-5 play 7. Quick sideline taken. Sent over there. And a chance here for McCarthy. Going to the right hand side and wide. Both teams with chances. Here's the puck up from Bazang.
Then O'Connell read that well.
And she's done very well to break out a tackle. O'Connell working inside. Passes the ball over the top. Great passing towards Golden. Working inside the 45-metre line. Pass the ball inside, and this might seal it for the Bars if they work it inside. Chance for Gemma O'Connor, and it's a goal inside. In fact, it's Emer Ryan it is. And the third goal just might seal it for the Bars.
Ryan.
Quick puck out over towards that far side. Over towards Gemma O'Connor. O'Connor playing inside towards Cahalane. And the Bars now sealing their place in next week's SE Systems Cork Camogie Championship Senior Semi-Final. Here's Orla Cahalane. Great block inside there though by Welch, and a push in the back, says referee. And it's going to be a free out. With double scores here in Castle Road.
Just back to that goal, that was well cut out by Linda O'Connell in defence, and they worked it up well. And Emer Ryan, when she gets ball like that, she'll always go for goal.
Last couple of minutes are remaining now. Double scores, 3-5 play 7 points. Can the Bars hold out now and book their place in next week's semi-final, where they'll face the winner of the Glen or Inniscarra, a game you can see live here on this channel tomorrow from 1 o'clock. Here's Looney in possession, but again fouled inside there. And ball is taken, and free was taken, but Looney just sent it down the centre of the park to Jim O'Connor. There's the ball, what a catch inside there, great fielding there by Ellen Barrett. Barrett works inside, Barrett taking a shot in. Excellent great score inside from Ella Barrett. And you can nearly put it into the books now, that the Bars are sealing their place into next week's semi-final.
Great display catching again by Ella, sorry.
Some superb feeling in this game as the ball's walked into the centre of the park over there from the puck out of Bazang, but again a stalemate over there. Stokes just talking to the players, trying to keep it level and keep it calm, and it's cleanly won inside there by Emma Olden at the back of the ruck. Cahalane and Welch has been a titanic tussle all day long, and a high hurley inside there again by the Bars. Probably just a concern going forward to next week then. Yeah. Just a lot of high tackles going in.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, look, it could be, you know, it's a day of refs really, like, you know, some might give them some mightn't, like, you know. But yeah, definitely something they'll have to look into.
Superb tackle inside there by the Bars defence. I think it was Rachel Finn who it was. Broke the ball over the Killeagh player's hand. It's walked inside towards the half-forward line through Emma Olden. Plays the ball over the top. Good touch inside there by Orla Cahalane. Good flick away though by Tracy. Just knocked it out over towards the side. It's a chance for Ryan, and a free inside there, and Tracy will be going into the notebook of the Killeagh player.
Yeah, the Bears subs there that came on forward line, you know, they've made a huge impact.
as we're inside the final minute of this quarter final. And hopefully that rain shower will just hold out for the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, we might just miss it.
And a chance for McCarthy to tack on another score, come into this game with 8 frees from place ball, has already got 4 this afternoon from place ball. She attacks on another one. And the Bears are on their way to the semi-final next weekend. They face the winners of tomorrow's Titanic quarter-final between Glen Rovers and Enniscarra. Throw in at 1 o'clock here again in Castle Road. Of course, the 4th quarter-final tomorrow between Douglas and Éire Óg at 5 o'clock. And referee just looking for a clash ball. It's going to be on that 45 over that far side of the field. We really haven't seen much of this of Sigerson in this second half. Bears' defence has been quite decent. And the Bears will be full worth to their victory at the end of this game as Egan breaks out. And carrying the steps, says referee. Sigerson takes it quickly, looking to try and land it inside, but what a fielding catch once again. It looks like this time is a Cahalane.
Maeve Cahalane, yeah.
And Cahalane work your way out towards midfield, showing good traits of that Cahalane family. Ball walked inside, in towards Golden. Plays it across it towards the centre, but just inside there was the killer sweeper Daly. Plays it inside in towards O'Shea. And here comes Looney. And it's all a bit little too late as the Bears retreat their defence, trying to not concede a goal in the late stages. And the ball's batted down to Gemma O'Connor. O'Connor clears her lines down towards us near touchline, towards Golden. Golden. Good touch inside there by Ryan, just didn't get a hurley on it. Or didn't get her hand to it, I should say. Tackling in there both ways. Good hook inside there by Tracy. Good work from both girls. And pass walked inside in towards Golden. Half a block inside out by O'Shea. Ball's going to work in short. Here's Bozang. But a poor puck up by Bozang. And a chance now for Looney. Maybe to get a consolation score for Killeagh, as we're deep in injury time in this quarter final. Pops the ball over the top towards Rachel Fogarty. Fogarty play the ball out towards Sigerson. Sigerson pops the ball outside towards Anya O'Driscoll, and O'Driscoll just knocked it out, and it's going to be a 45. There was a block on the ball, so it's going to be a 45 for Killeagh. But really, the Bears are well worth their victory this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. Bears definitely got their defence right, especially in the second half, I think. You know, Chloe there, she's a savage player, but Aisling Egan is keeping close tabs on her, like, and I think she's just come down on top that battle there.
And of course, you must mention, of course, Laura Tracy missing for Killeagh this afternoon.
Lots, yeah.
Albeit it has been a very tight game, only the 3 goals in the difference, and Sigerson goes for it, and it's knocked out for another 65. There was a hurley inside there from a Bears player, and again it's going to be knocked out for another 65. As if taken once again inside the edge of the square. Sheehan inside, but that 45 is dealt with inside there. Killeagh just keeping inside there, and here's Looney. Looney half blocked down on this occasion. And it's all over. A great win for the Bears in this SE Systems Cork Senior Camogie Championship quarter final, and they will face Glen Rovers or Enniscarra. That game being played tomorrow, Glen. A big win for the Bears, and back in the semi-final again.
Yeah, back into the semi-final. You know, they've been working hard for the last couple of weeks, and you know they had a good display here today. against tough Killeagh side. But yeah, it was a good game overall.
Of course, them 2 goals in the opening half from Ciara Golden and Kevin McCarthy gave the Barrs a great start in that opening half. The Kevin McCarthy goal coming after 4 minutes.
Oh, definitely, yeah. As I say, goals win games, and you know, it definitely settled the Barrs in the first half. Like, you know, with Kiva's goal, and then soon after came Ciara's goal, and it's definitely been the difference of the day.
And the Barrs just never stopped. Relentless pressure the whole time on that Killeagh defence. Killeagh Ruder missed chances in that opening half, though. That injury from Laura Tracy just did hamper their chances, but it is the Barrs who will advance to this SE Systems quarter-final, and hopefully we might be able to speak to someone from the Barrs very shortly indeed. So it's a big victory this afternoon for the Barrs against Killeagh on a scoreline of 3-7 to 7 points. As we mentioned, that goal from Kevin McCarthy in the 6th minute getting the Barrs underway, and the second goal coming at a crucial stage 2 minutes before the half-time break from Ciara Golden. They led 2-3 to 3 points at half-time, but it was the third goal from Emma Ryan who sealed for the Barrs in the 56th minute. 3-5 to 7 points led at that stage, and good scores again from McCarthy and Ellen Barrett make it 3-7 to 7 points. And of course, a reminder of the first quarter final a little bit earlier on. A win for Coursies over St. Catherine's on a scoreline of 2-9 to 1-6. 2 quarter-finals tomorrow in the SE Systems Cork Camogie Senior Championship. It's the Glen versus the Bar, Glen versus Enniscar, I should say, with a 1 o'clock throw-in, and at 5 o'clock it will be Douglas against Rogue at 5 o'clock here, both games in Castle Road, and it should set up for a mouth-watering semi-final clash next weekend here in Castle Road. For myself, Patrick Mulcahy, and the team here at Sport Export, thanks very much for joining us, and we'll talk to you all again very soon.